your numbers complete?
No.
We feel the same. Harold?
Their Majesties call forth Gunnar Skullsplitter!
I present for your education 2 facts about the Gunnar. The Gunnar is neither a Thane nor a Baron. Such is the confusion surrounding this creature, he was officially named a Bane, which is both a title and an expectation. The Gunnar has bright plumage. Some believe that, like the coral snake, this is to warn away predators. In truth, it functions like the distracting crest of the hula bird. When pursued by a wild autocrat seeking a side token, the Gunnar may don a pointy hat and mismatched clothing and scamper to safety giggling. One is always aware the Gunnar is around by his distinctive cry. After consuming enough of its native nectar, it will inevitably bellow into the night, Chavez, Chavez. The Gunnar has no inner monologue. What others see as social barriers are to it merely speed bumps, causing it to hesitate before deciding perhaps a story about the bodily functions of hermaphroditic transvestites is indeed appropriate for Kingdom Court. Or his wife's elementary school classroom. The mating ritual of the Gunnar is largely unknown, and will remain that way, for what has been heard cannot be unheard. The Gunnar is creative in its artwork, generous beyond compare, and friendly beyond sanity. It is because of these eccentricities the Gunnar is so well loved. And the last true fact is that the Gunnar, after a 20-year gestation period in its chrysalis form, a gnome, may one day burst forth into its full glory as a beautiful, graceful, and dainty Laurel.
Gunnar, do you have business with the pier? Please take care of that now.
My Squire Gunnar. Please take.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Wow, I can barely wait to get rid of this. Gunnar, we talked about this day a long time ago. A year before you decided to take a belt from me. Some people would have you keep the belt, and we talked about it beforehand. And we're going to honor this now. Please give me back your belt. You can put that one back on.
I feel like a biologist watching a Gunnar dress.
It's a documentary.
Well, yeah.
Oh, he's in his school stage.
He's a chrysalis right now.
Surrounds itself in a control.
Gunnar?
We have way too many teachers here.
You've been a lot of things to me over the years. Not the way you're thinking, Saoirse.
That's what she said.
You've been the best man in my wedding, in my squire. But the thing I'm going to remember the most, knowing you, is that you are one of the best friends I've ever had. It means a lot to me. Just remember, you were the good squire.
That's right.
You were there for me. I'll never forget that. I'll have to release you. It's done. Laurel's, do with them what you
Oh dear.
So, Gunnar, now that you're your own man, we put you on a quest to give us an answer this day. What is that answer?
It's a heartfelt yes, Your Majesties.
Is there a member of the chivalry who will speak for you this day?
I will speak, Your Majesties. And I will try to keep it short.
Oh man.
Just because it's true, it still hurts. Gunnar. Populace, Majesties, Highnesses. Masters, there's a lot to a master. They're experts in their field, which we all know that Gunnar is an expert at metalsmithing. We've all seen his work. But there's more to mastery than that. There's teaching, and what I feel is very, very important is inspiration. And nobody has inspired me more than this man. Every conversation we have leads to me building something, creating something. It is because of Gunnar I'm a better person. He is a master in my eyes.
Thank you.
Is there a member of the most noble order of the Pelican who will speak for you?
There is. As some may know and some do not, Gunnar is my little brother. Both of us were apprenticed and protéged under Master Gwillem, and I am very, very proud of my little brother today, and I am going to be very happy to call him Master. And as my husband, Sir Dougal, said, without him, many, many things would not happen, including the beautiful Vardo that we get to camp in all the time. He came to my husband and he's like, hey, I'm tired of putting tents up. What do you think about this book I found about making these gypsy wagon things? If I show this to your wife, what will happen? He goes, you show it to her and we're building it. Amay, look at this book. So now we have a beautiful gypsy wagon. I look forward to seeing many, many more wonderful works of art and beautiful inventions and things from this man. And the adventures and stories that go with that are amazing. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you, Mistress. Is there a royal peer who will speak on your behalf this day?
I will, Your Majesties. Thank you for giving me your leave to speak. I feel as a royal peer, I've already forgotten everything. I feel it's very important for anybody entering the peerage to be their breadth of knowledge with the kingdom and the SCA to be just as great as their breadth of experience with their concentrated interest. I have seen Bane, Gunnar, Skullsplitter walk this walk many times right before my eyes. I truly feel that you would be getting a fair, very clear, and very genuine voice to your council, the kingdom, and the SCA. And by this, I won't have a long story for your majesties because I was his last choice and we barely know each other. Majesties is my true and absolute genuine. I've witnessed him doing the things that bring life to the SCA for me. Thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Gunnar, is there a member of the populace of Aitenveld who will speak on your behalf?
Your Majesties.
Oh God, really? Really?
Court on this matter. May I? Please speak.
Please speak.
'Tis I, Tiberius Naudius Josephus Africanus, known to many of you as Jungle Joe. Something was said to me a long, long time ago. I mean, it could have been last night. I mean, I don't know. You know, because it all just runs together. When you're asked to become a peer, it has nothing to do with... You're not being asked for something that you did. You're being asked for something that you do. And what you do is inspire and teach. Believe you me, Gunnar has inspired me and taught me a lot. I'm sure there's many in the populace that can also say the same today. So as a member of the populace, I would be honored and privileged to speak for this man, to make him a master.
Thank you, Joe.
Huzzah. Good job, Joe.
And finally, is there a member of this august Order of the Laurels who will finish and speak for this candidate?
I'll speak for this candidate. Many, many years ago, somebody wore that. Do you know who wore that?
I do.
And then he became a baron. And being a baron, he did not feel it right, and I agreed that he be beholden to anyone in particular. And then after he became baron, different paths were taken, and he went with our good Sir Angus here. But all through this time, I watched Gunnar do work, and he'd talk to me and others about different types of metal work and making this and making that. I was always impressed with the projects that he had going on and the things that he was able to do. And although a gnome, he's quite a noble gnome. And so I would be glad to call him brother. And would be glad to see him join this august body.
That being said, Sir Dougal, bring the sword of state, please. Place your hands upon the sword. I swear the oath.
Do you, Gunnar Skullsplitter, swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy?
Oh.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Peer. Pay attention to what the book says.
Absolutely.
Just read all that really loud.
Absolutely.
And then I do at the end.
Do you, Gunnar, swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy that you will conduct yourself as befits a peer of this realm, striving to improve your abilities and to aid those in pursuit insofar as it may be your power to do?
I do.
Is there a medallion?
There's a history with this medallion. A dear friend of mine. One who I grew up with from the beginning. It was Duke Aaron. 4-time king, not 5. Keep that straight. You brought the silly with Chris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was going to be very majestic all night. But really, you know, he is a good friend. We've known each other through him. And that's how our bonds started many years ago. I mean, when you think about it, it's a really long time ago. It was awesome to see him offer this that day. And if he was here, he would tell you that you are an inspiration. And the kingdom is lucky to have someone who is so generous with themselves and their heart and their soul to this kingdom. And out of that generosity, I ask your lady to come over here. Normally the king or the queen would die on pier. I ask that today your lady does this.
Doe.
Is there a mantle?
Yes, Your Majesty says.
I'm guessing you made this. This This mantle bearing the symbol of the laurel continues to be that outward symbol and reminds you of the weight and the burden that comes with being a peer. For this is the beginning of a new journey, not the end of one. And you must be cloaked to keep you warm, for journeys sometimes can be cold, and you need the warmth to keep you reminded of the love of the populace that spoke for you this day. Is there a wreath of laurels? How appropriate.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Just so everybody
And therefore, we,
Craven,
and Elzbieta, with this kiss, create you Laurel, Master, Dougal, not Dougal. With this, Gunnar, we make you master of the laurel.
Kingdom of Bane, welcome, our newest master of